Let's take a sample topic: gun control. We found the following quote in source number 1 in our research. Guns are used 2.5 million times a year in self-defense. Law-abiding citizens use guns to defend themselves against criminals as many as 2.5 million times every year, or about 6,850 times a day. This means that each year firearms are used more than 80 times more often to protect the lives of honest citizens than to take lives. This is a widely circulated statistic used by pro-gun rights groups to bolster their claim that gun control laws should either not exist or should be more lax. This would be a great quote to use in our gun control debate. In source number 2, we found this quote about gun use in the United States. Guns are used to threaten and intimidate far more often than they are used in self-defense. Most self-reported self-defense gun uses may well be illegal and against the interests of society. This quote directly contradicts quote number 1, so we might be suspicious of the accuracy of quote number 1. If we were to find a third quote that expressed the same opinion or that criticized the research from quote number 1, then we might well determine that quote number 1 is inaccurate. Source number 3 is part of a quote from the Encyclopedia of Gun Control and Gun Rights. It's a book that you can find in the LRC. Basically, the article gives some information, background information about Gary Kleck, the researcher who provided the information that we found in source number 1. If you were to read the full article, then you'd see that other researchers have questioned Gary Kleck's research. And so since source number 2 and source number 3 disagree with source number 1, I think that we can determine that we don't want to use it. We don't want to use this site in the debate, or at least we can say that it's not as accurate as it should be.